Boom. Right. Yo, fellas, we are in the UK, as you can see. If you don't follow me on socials, you wouldn't know. But we did just go to Ewan's, who's in the Discord, Ewan's white collar boxing event. We flew down to the UK for 9 days, see family, go to that event and such. And yeah, having a good time, mate. Having a good time. But we are back in Thailand in 2 days. So I thought I'd do a trade recap. Haven't done one of these in a while, just because I've been busy, bro. But we're going to do this Friday trade. As you can see, we're up 3.7% on the monthly. Stats looking clean, still powering through. So, GJ position. Now, we took this at New York session. 325, I've got it down here, on the 21st of March, on that Friday. So, daily price action's looking bullish for me, just because we've wicked out of this imbalance. We look like bullish price action for me. 4 hour. Ooh, I think I've skipped a bit too far ahead here. Hold on a minute. Be there. Sorry about that one, boys. 4 hour. So for me, the 4 hours bullish, and this is controversial, and I could understand why you wouldn't see this as this, but I'm looking at areas, so I'm seeing this as a high, these as nothing, because they're internal and they don't look significant. Once again, I'm looking for this N shape and V shape, and then putting the high or the low, obviously at those peaks. So for me, I'm like, boom, 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 boom. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, bullish on the 4 hour, bullish on the 1 hour. And then obviously when we scope in, looking for previous session level to get taken. So in New York, obviously we took all the levels there. We took Asian level and London level, and we're just going to put one line through it here. We're just going to put the liquidity because we don't want to mark both out. It's a bit messy. So we took the level there. Then obviously when we take the level, we're looking for a fake out. So wait for that bullish candle to form. Then draw your fake out zone. Fake out zone got tapped in immediately. Then we're looking for a breaker structure. That happens here. Boom, breaker structure here. Then fib tool on the whole range. Like that on the whole range. Extend it as we go. Someone in the Discord said something, and this is, I want to answer this question because when people do this, I think it's absolutely stupid, 0 IQ. I was in the live call, it got tapped and rejected, and I was like, oh, classic, if this moves off, it's going to be peak. On the 1 minute, it looked like it was fully moving off. And then someone said, bro, just get in off the retrace on this move. Just get in a manual execution. You know it's going to be the move. Then you got, look what's going to happen. And I'm going to show you what would have happened if you would have placed your manual execution as the move off. With the stop loss there. And the TP there. And I'm going to show you the difference in being patient and waiting. So, let's just have that to the left in the background. And you just know that that's the context behind this trade tool here. We obviously being hashtag champions. We commit to the model. Set our limit in the usual place. Stops there. And then the TP 1 to 3. There you go, just about 1 to 3 there. Now we had an, it was Friday. So on Fridays we take out at 8 PM just to not have that, you know, you can't hold over weekend on FTMO, past accounts and shit. And price action starts dead enough, and you don't want to, while it's over the weekend, that accumulation of orders, you don't want that to end up slipping you below your stop loss and then end up fucking spiking your account. I actually did a bigger stop loss than this, to be fair. That looks like a, I'm going to anti-fraud check myself because I could be frauding you saying that I did a bigger stop when I didn't, but this is actually the stop. I would have just got that wrong. See, this is what I'm saying, boys. I was about to get into this story in a minute and we'll get to that. What was that? 192019. 192019. We'll do 2-1. Okay, you know what I mean. Let me just, well, close enough, bro. Let me put this in the right place. Okay, so story time. One of my challenges, one of my live accounts that I'm trading on, the newest one that I just got, has 1 trade left, right? 1 trade left. Now, this was the 1 trade. It went down all the way there. Didn't stop me out because I'm a young savage. And then, obviously, boom. Ended up getting just over 1 R for this. Or, I think it was about 1.2 R or something after I took out on the weekend. And this is your sign to not manage your trades. I'm against managing trades. Set and forget me. You never know when that bitch is going to reverse. It could reverse on the last tick. You never know. Just like this, bro. At the last moment, it reverses. Big stops. Never manage your trade. Fixed RR, fixed risk. They are my fundamentals for a model. Any model you trade, I think that should be a basis because, bro, number one, if you're reducing your risk on a loss streak, how do you know when you're going to get a win? What comes after a loss streak? A win. So when you get that win, do you want it to be less risk or do you want it to be the same? Same thing with a winning streak. How do you know when you're going to get a loss? Do you want that loss to be bigger or the same? if you go on a win streak and then start upping your risk and then you go on a loss streak, you've just lost all your wins, even though you wouldn't have if you decreased the risk. No, if you kept the risk the same. Anyway, that was the trade. 1R or 1.2R, I think we ended up getting. What did we end up getting here? Yeah, 1.7% on the challenge and then $700 on the live, because we risk a bit less on the live accounts, obviously. But yeah, that was that GJ position. We obviously had the Asian session and London session sweep, fake out, break a structure, retrace, and then obviously the rest is history. Took out at 8 p.m. due to our rules. We're really strict on the rules, as you boys know, and that was the position, boys. I'll go through a quick sweep of what the model's looking like on all the pairs that I've traded it on so far. This hybrid model is what I'm calling it. That has been released, well, not being released, but I've crafted it up from the 7th of February. So that was when it started. So we'll go through here. So far we're 12.75R up on EU, -3 on GU, 4.5 up on US 100, -1 on gold, and then 1 on GJ. If we put the R counter here, put that as 1. Looking pretty good, mate. These are the stats for all the accounts that I trade on. We'll go on the report so you guys can see. Average trade time, by the way, most transparent in the game. You can't touch me on transparency. Anyway, not bothered. If you have nothing to hide, then why wouldn't you show it all, mate? Except from payouts. There's one thing I don't show is payouts, because you don't want to put a target on your head. You don't want people to know your balance. This isn't all my accounts. This is just, well, you know what I mean? All my accounts are connected, but not all are selected. If we look, I'm leaving some of them in the dark, you know what I'm saying? Because we don't want to have people pocket watching. Enough people ask me for money as it is. Anyway, where was I going? Reports. So, yeah, if you have nothing to hide, there's nothing to hide. Win rates, shit like that. I understand people not showing payouts because of privacy. I get that. I do that. You know what I mean? I will show some payouts to people in the Discord or people on private calls. I don't mind doing that. But blasting it all over socials, I don't see it. I think it's a bit gimmicky. It's a bit like obviously credibility and everything, but credibility's in your trading, bro. Like, show me your trades. I don't want to see your payouts. Show me what you trade and show me how you trade and show me your win rates. Show me your stats. Show me your model. Turn up every day. Show me everything. Anyway, waffle over. Average hold time, 5 hours 20. Winning trades a bit longer, losing trades a bit less, obviously. Average P&L, that's the most stupid thing I've ever seen, because that's not my average P&L. Maybe between every trade, because I'm doing multiple positions on some of the trades, so it's like, you know what I mean. Average winning day, average losing day, makes sense. Largest day, 10%. Larger losing day, 4.7. What are we looking at? Max drawdown, that's wrong, because I haven't synced the drawdown up on some of the accounts. Max drawdown has actually been, on that live account, $9,981. $20 left and it reversed. Suck it, boys. Anything else? No. So, that is the trade recap. Did a little account recap for you, because I've had a bit of a break from the YT, so I thought I'll treat you with some stats, as most people don't show them. Even people like TJR, he's never showed his stats, bro. Like, I think it's, and I'm not hating the guy, he's done absolutely amazing for himself, but he made all his money on Solana. Anyway, he's done absolutely amazing for himself. He's a good trader. I can see that he's obviously profitable, but why don't you show your stats, buddy? Anyway, peace, love, and unity, boys. Discord in the comments, Instagram in the comments, Linktree in the comments, TikTok in the comments, live calls Monday to Friday, 10 times a week. I do free live calls, 8 a.m. London session. New York session at the moment is 2:15, but it is usually at 3:15 just because of that daylight savings change. Get yourselves involved, boys. Everybody is smashing it in the Discord right now. Loving the community. We're growing so fast. 120 members last week. We're going to hit 1K so soon. I absolutely love and respect everybody in here. If you're in the Discord, like, massive shout out to you, man. Like, you make my day. You know what I mean? I love this community building shit. I'm made for it, bro. I live for it. Like, I'm always in the Discord every day helping people for free. I fucking love it, boys. So keep smashing trading, boys. Keep your journaling. Keep your back testing. Stay fucking dialed, and I'll see you on the fucking other side. Peace out.